In marital mediation, we try to protect you on the front end. And the key to saving the marriage, to keeping the marriage together, or as I call it, to keeping up intimacy, every time I see, comes down to communication. I watch so many couples take for granted that they can keep up intimacy and they can stay together and have their family together, while at the same time, the communications that are important, the communications that have gravity, the communications that are sensitive, are handled in a way that is not cautious and not protective and not sacred. So for the purposes of this short informative video, let's keep it simple. We're just talking about skillful communication. It doesn't have to be my way, and it doesn't have to be their way, and it doesn't have to be that book or that counselor. It just has to be functional communication where you're able to hear, where you're able to articulate, and come to a co-creative solution. Consider what your normal communication style is. Consider what your partner's communication style is. Consider if it's working. Consider if you manage to get those 3 things happening in your communication. Each party feels heard. Each party feels that they have articulated what they really need to communicate. And third is you're able to move forward to a co-creative, collaborative, and cooperative decision or solution or plan. But here's one idea you can take with you from this short video right now. Could you initiate a conversation with your partner about communication? Could you initiate and say, I want to understand more from you. How's it going with our communication? What do you see? It's a great way to start with somebody who you have any amount of tension with, conflict or high conflict, is to ask them to enlighten you and to be ready to listen. Are you feeling like we have a good communication plan? Do you feel like it flows well for us when we just communicate off the cuff? Do you feel like we could use a better structure? Do you think we could study some communication process together? What are you feeling, and what would you like to see happen? That's a great place to start. If there's nothing else you do right now to save your marriage or stay together better or keep up intimacy, try this. Discuss in a healthy way, how's it going in your communications, and make a co-creative plan to up your communications game. There really isn't a magic formula, but there are some great formulas. We have some available at Speak Well courses, and I facilitate that directly with people who are doing marital mediation and stay together master planning.